The number one problem I hear from people who know they need to do something with their boxes of photos is, guess what? I don't have time. If you've ever said that, you're in good company because most family historians, including myself, have said that at one time or another. I'm Linda Sattgast with FamilyHistoryHero.com, here to give you hope about the issue of time. Everyone has the same amount of time, so how do some family historians manage to make so much progress, and others never seem to get it done? And it's not always because they're not busy. Many of them are busy. Let's consider what's probably the main reason they get stuff done. You all know the story about the tortoise and the hare. The tortoise plods along and keeps going while the rabbit, which is faster, runs in short bursts, but then gets distracted. The moral of the story is to stay consistent. Studies show that consistent daily effort produces better results than a burst of activity now and then. That's true for learning an instrument or getting good at a sport, and it's also true of our family history. I'm not talking about spending every moment of every day on your boxes of photos until you get it all done. What I'm talking about is either doing something once a day or one or more times a week, every week until you get it done. Let me suggest once a day, 6 days a week. Before you say, no way, that would never work for me, hear me out because I'm going to tell you in just a minute how it's possible to do that. Have I always been that consistent? No way. And that was part of my problem. I'd start on something and then stop in the middle of it and then be all confused about where I was and what I was doing when I came back. Anybody relate? It was such a pain. Being consistent is so much better because I don't get confused and lost. So let me share the number one thing that will help you stay consistent. Choose a time commitment so small that it's almost impossible not to succeed, as in 5 minutes. Do you think you could finagle 5 minutes a day, 6 days a week to work on your boxes of photos? I think most of us could manage at least 5 minutes, and there are plenty of things you can do in 5 minutes that will move you forward. And then, if you have a little bit more time on a particular day, you can do more. My aspirational goal is to devote 30 minutes a day to family history, but sometimes I have a really busy day when I can only do 5 minutes, but I still consider myself successful. That's my minimum. 5 minutes of action on my family history honors my commitment and keeps the habit alive. That's how working on family history turns into a habit, just like making your bed or brushing your teeth. And you can still pat yourself on the back for doing 5 minutes, right? The cool thing is that my family history habit has turned into one of my favorite things of the day, and I often go longer than 30 minutes because I'm enjoying it so much. So that's my take on the time issue. As I announced in my last video, we have a 7-day challenge coming up starting on the 8th of January 2020. The challenge is to transform one box of photos into easy to share family history. Once you finish the challenge, you'll be able to lather, rinse, repeat for all your other boxes. So I do hope you'll join me. And speaking of time, the challenge includes a resource on how to turn family history into a fun habit. And you'll get a cheat sheet of family history action steps you can do in 5 minutes. So I'm taking away any excuses, and I've made it a no-brainer to join. So watch for registration right after Christmas. By the way, if you're not signed up for my newsletter, you'll find a link below this video where you can sign up so you won't miss a single thing. Thanks for watching. I'm Linda Sattgast with FamilyHistoryHero.com, where we show you how to transform your boxes of photos into easy-to-share family stories. Let 2020 be your year to get it done.